Bollywood got you baffled? In the next 5 minutes, I've got answers to 3 of the most frequently asked questions on Bollywood. Now, when you try to watch a Bollywood movie, you'll have a perspective you never had before.
Alright, a few searches on Bollywood took me to some really interesting questions people seem to be asking. But first, what's Bollywood? If you're a cinephile but new to the term Bollywood, you probably have managed to live under some very large rocks. Bollywood is the nickname for Hindi language Indian movie industry based out of Mumbai in India. Indian movie industry that includes Bollywood is huge and produces more movies than any other country.
So let's get into the 3 most frequently asked questions on Bollywood movies.
Question 1. Why are Bollywood movies so over the top? That is because they show a reality that is different from our expectations. Most Bollywood movies have a very superhero-like plot. The hero is all things good and strong. He'll not only beat every villain, but also get the prettiest girl and save everyone around. The reason it gets all the more over the top is because every emotion, every victory, and every dramatic moment is exaggerated. But this exaggeration is welcomed among Indian moviegoers.
It keeps anyone from thinking too hard, which means when a person comes back home exhausted from a hard day's work and has hundreds of things to worry about the most basic stuff in his life, he watches these movies and he forgets his own reality.
He sees a movie that is extremely different from his own life and extremely easy to understand, and he's refreshed. Question 2. Why are Bollywood movies musicals?
This one is simple. Bollywood movies have songs and dances for different reasons, and these reasons change every decade. Let me show you how.
Back in the 30s and 40s, when Bollywood was just beginning to grow, songs were included due to the influence of the culture of Indian dance and drama theatres. Many stars were from that background, and the audience expected music in movies as they'd enjoyed that in theatre. With time, Bollywood music industry became more sophisticated. Extremely good singers and composers began composing movie music, and the music itself became an art form. I'm sure most of you know that Indian actors almost never sing their songs. They lip-sync. Songs are actually sung by top-notch, well-trained singers. To match the brilliance of these songs, the choreography and the cinematography of these sequences had to be brilliant.
As music improved, audiences began watching and re-watching movies just to watch their favorite songs and dances. And these songs and dances were so well composed. Try watching a few classic Hindi movie songs, and I'm going to post links to a few of my favorite in the description box below. You'll be awed. Anyway, as you know, filmmakers never want to mess with a good formula. So, good music dominated good movies, and it went on. Skip the songs you find boring, but you might be tempted to visit a few of the music videos that are exceptionally well shot.
Question 3. Why are Bollywood movies so weird?
Alright, this one is harsh, but also one of the most frequently asked questions on Bollywood. This is actually based on the pure economics of filmmaking.
Bollywood movies often fall into the masala genre, or what I can only call a mix of every genre under the sun. There'll be action, comedy drama, romance, suspense, patriotism. Let's not forget the songs and dances under the northern lights and beaches of Caribbean. I'm not sure what led to this, but I can see why it thrives. Movie making is a business, and movie makers know the pulse of their audience. Some of the biggest hits in the last few years have poor ratings and huge stars. One reason could be that if you want to make a successful movie in India, the safest bet is to have a star. Stars are big in India, and I mean very expensively big. So, a large chunk of the movie budget goes to the star. To compensate for this, directors may reduce other production expenses, apparently story and editing being the main ones. If the audience continues to pay money to watch this, producers will continue producing movies like this.
It is not that Bollywood does not produce artsy, serious, very well thought of movies.
There are so many. I'll link to a few in the description box below. Take the amazing movie Lunchbox, or the fun and wise movie 3 Idiots, or the beautiful romance Veer Zara, or the old classic Pakiza and Teesri Kasam, or the extremely well shot Lutera.
However, a huge chunk of the population prefers simple plot, simple to remember lines, and simple to understand heroes and villains. Realism that might not be, but popular it is. In conclusion, Bollywood does have beautiful, lyrical, extremely well shot, extremely well acted movies. You might have to often depend upon word of mouth or reviews rather than box office collections.
Happy watching! If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.